This is Surf City 2025. This is home. This is where the sky roars. This is where the ocean never rests. This is where we chase the horizon. This is family. This is where champions are made. This is the best seat in the world. This is where every grain of sand has a story. This is where memories are made. This is where the night comes alive. This is where freedom still means something. This is where we stand together. This is Huntington Beach. We've got a lot done this year. We fought for local control, made our streets safer, and built a stronger Huntington Beach.
When we look at it all together, it's about making Huntington Beach strong, business-friendly, and ready for the future. And now Travis is going to walk us through what that looked like this year.
This year we focused on the fundamentals that keep Huntington Beach strong. We paved more than 200 streets, upgraded our stormwater system, and kept the Heil Pump Station project moving forward to protect homes and businesses during storms. We've updated our zoning laws to protect neighborhoods with new limits where smoke shops and sober living homes can operate. We're cracking down on dangerous products like kratom and nitrous oxide near schools and homes. We also kept the city's budget structurally balanced, protected our reserves, and expanded financial transparency tools so residents can see exactly how every tax dollar is managed. These are the kind of improvements that make Huntington Beach safer, smarter, and ready for the future.
Now focus on public safety is what drives our police department every single day. Here are some ways that they're reducing crime and keeping Huntington Beach safe.
And I'm here with Chief of Police for Huntington Beach Police Department, Eric Parra. Chief, we're all about safety in this city. How have we done stat-wise to keep that possible?
Very, very low in all measurable areas, especially the ones that are really important to residents. If you look at residential burglaries, they are way down. If you look at auto thefts, it's like 50% reduction right now. If you look at thefts from vehicles, and I know it was a big topic from you for the thefts down by the beach, they are down dramatically this year. Catalytic converter thefts are down. All of the things that you would think are important to residents, the crime is way down. With respect to homelessness, we are dealing with that in a way that is unprecedented.
So this year, we've implemented some new technology. Can you please tell us about that?
Yes, so this year we are onboarding a new 911 system and a new computer-aided dispatch system and a new record management system, along with a real-time crime center.
And with the anticipated use of drones, that is going to really help out the patrol officers and really the crime center get to calls and see crimes in the process much more effectively, right?
Well, you know that. Remember back in the day, we would respond to a call for service. You would get the call and you would go. You wouldn't know anything about it.
You'd have to pad and paper it.
You're writing it down. There'd be no situational awareness. Now with drones and with the real-time crime center and with the camera integration, with all the technology, when you're going, now you're getting a camera view, you're getting a drone view. If the helicopter's up, you're getting the helicopter information coming at you. So you're much better prepared, and it's a much safer environment for both the citizens and for the police officers.
And technology is always improving.
Yes.
Do we have anything lined up for the future?
So what we're looking at now is we're looking at expanding a couple of key areas. One is in our DNA capabilities, because right now it takes about anywhere from 6 months to a year sometimes for DNA returns to come back. We're looking to enhance our capabilities so we can drop that time down to 2 weeks, which will allow us to better solve crimes and apprehend criminals very quickly and get them off the street so our crime rates stay low. We're also looking at expanding our high-tech crime center so that everything's related to technology now. We're doing that so we can get into phones better, get into computer equipment better, and get into databases quicker. And that allows us to retrieve that evidence and then file the cases. And it's so much better for us.
And that just puts perpetrators, bad guys in jail quicker, which makes our community even safer. And bottom line is, that's what we're supposed to do. That's our primary function, is make our community as safe as possible. One thing that makes Huntington Beach so special is our great relationship with the businesses of Huntington Beach. Case?
Yeah, that's why we're here at Calico Fish House. Also with my father, Calvin Free from the world famous Beef Palace Butcher Shop. We really care about business in Huntington Beach, and we promise to roll out the red carpet for businesses. And again, that's why we're at Calico Fish House, because an example of that program that we implemented was before Andrew Gruhl joined City Council, you told us that it took him 2 years to open this restaurant. And that experience inspired programs like Streamline HB that we've implemented that allows businesses to open faster and thrive in Huntington Beach. And now here's Councilmember Andrew Gruhl with some examples of how we're rolling out the red carpet for business.
Thank you, Mayor Pat. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Casey. So this is why we actually made Huntington Beach the headquarters of our business, right?
Yeah, that's why we've stayed here.
We've stayed here the whole time. We've opened 40 different businesses in 40 different cities. It feels like the number probably goes up and down. But of all of the cities in which we've opened businesses, this has been the one in which we can actually work with the city to try and figure out how to better streamline services in the city. Casey told that story, and it's essential for us as a business owner to take the experience that we've had to the city so that we can express to new businesses how and why it's important that the cities work with the businesses. And ultimately, that's about driving revenue so that we don't have to increase taxes, right? The more revenue there is in the city, the more businesses, the more business friendly, the healthier the city is from a financial perspective. By decreasing the amount of time that it takes to open a business, we're saving the businesses money, and we're also increasing revenue for the city, because the quicker they get open, the quicker we get a little bit of sales tax on that, and the quicker we revitalize the economic community here in Huntington Beach. What we want is when they come in and they go to the city, we're saying, hey, we're going to help walk you through this process. We're going to hold your hand, and we're going to get you to the opening stage quicker. Now that they've opened, we need to help them bring in the necessary customers to take their business to the next level. So we're marketing these new businesses. We're marketing the city as a vibrant place to come, increasing the visitorship. We've got a huge tourist community as it is, but we also need to generate and penetrate more business from within the community, because we have such a vibrant, almost really, it's a diverse group of businesses in Huntington Beach that you can't find anywhere else. So it is incumbent upon the city to market these businesses so that we can keep driving revenue in. And that's just the start. That's what we've already done. But looking forward into 2026, we're going to become the Silicon Valley of Southern California, the economic hub of Southern California. Everybody's going to want to do business in Huntington Beach because of these procedures and these mechanisms that we've put in place. And it is a white glove service. We're looking at bringing in some of the best business minds, having conventions and bringing them all together so that this can be kind of like a multifaceted process where we get input from outside the community as well, so that all the businesses want to come here. When you Google the best business city anywhere in America, Huntington Beach is going to be the first city that comes up on that list.
Here we are in the Huntington Beach City Council chambers. This is where we try to serve and make the decisions in the best manner we can for the citizens, for the businesses, and even the guests of Huntington Beach. Here in Huntington Beach, we believe in self-control. We believe in self-governance. Councilwoman Gracie Vandermark and City Attorney Mike Vigliota.
Hi, I'm Councilwoman Gracie Vandermark.
And I'm City Attorney Mike Vigliota.
And we are here in a beautiful neighborhood of Huntington Beach, the kind of neighborhood we work so hard to protect from becoming high-density developments, and why it's so important to continue to preserve local control. Over the last few years, we've seen more and more attempts by Sacramento to tell us how to run our city, from housing mandates to election laws.
That's right, Gracie. As a charter city, Huntington Beach has the constitutional authority to manage its own local affairs. That means decisions about land use, zoning, public safety, and election laws should be made here by people who actually live and work in this community, our city council.
Exactly. It is those of us who live here in Huntington Beach that know what is best for our city. Our residents elected us to make the choices that protect Huntington Beach's unique character and quality of life. That is why we continue to stand firm when the state tries to impose the one-size-fits-all rules that don't work for every city.
That's right, Gracie, and we back that up with action. Since 2017, the city's been involved in multiple lawsuits against the state when they try and impose laws that take away our local control. Issues regarding SB 54, lawsuits about our housing element, and most recently, the lawsuit about our voter identification have all been fights, and the City Council and the City Attorney's Office have been willing to take, and we will continue to fight for local control.
And when it comes to housing and zoning laws, we've seen the same kind of overreach. The state keeps pushing high-density housing into established neighborhoods like these, regardless of traffic, safety, or infrastructure impacts.
Exactly. Zoning and land use exist for a reason. Its purpose is to ensure that incompatible land uses are kept separate to protect the character, safety, and quality of our communities. For example, no one wants a housing development complex built right next to a waste treatment facility. Unfortunately, Sacramento continues to pass legislation that undermines local control and limits the city's ability to maintain sensible land use planning.
And that's what local control is all about. We know our city best, and as a charter city, we're going to keep fighting to make sure that Huntington Beach continues to govern itself for our residents, by our residents.
Welcome to the City Treasurer's Office. So I'm incredibly excited this year that we have 3 new elected officials, the City Attorney, the City Clerk, and myself, the Treasurer, Jason Schmidt. Come on back, let me show you the office. So we do 3 major things in this office. The first and most important thing we do is we collect all the taxes for the city. Property tax, sales tax, hotel tax, business license tax, and all of your residential utilities taxes, including your water bill. Hey, Carol, how are you?
Okay, how are you?
How long have you been with the city?
Over 19 years.
And what do you do?
I process payments up here at the counter and assist the customers with whatever they need.
So the second major thing that we do is we process all the disbursements for the city. That means we pay all the payroll, and every other dollar that goes out of the city comes out of the treasurer's office. So Joyce, how long have you been with the city?
19 long years.
Right. And so what all do we process for the city?
Well, we do all the accounts payable for all of our vendors for every department. We also handle all of the payroll for the city. Literally all of the money that goes out of the city has to come through our department.
So let's show you how we invest the money. So welcome to my office. The last thing that we do in the treasurer's office is we invest all the funds of the city. We have $500 million in reserves between our city and fiduciary funds. That's one of the highest reserve rates in Orange County, both on an absolute and a per capita basis, and reflects the financial health of our city. And while it's been fun to have you guys here, I need to get back to work.
Our Class 1 fire department is the best in the state with amazing public safety results.
With our fire department and our marine safety, they have the incredible record, first time in 7 years, that there has been no pool drownings or ocean drownings. And that's a record that we're very proud of. And with that, Chief McCoy and City Council member Butch Twining will further explain.
Good morning. I'm Butch Twining, City Councilman. This is our Chief, Eric McCoy. Thank you for being here today. For the first time in 7 years, we've had in Huntington Beach 0 drownings. How do you explain that?
Yeah, thanks for asking. It's something that we're really proud of. As we looked at the call data over the last couple of years, we realized that every single summer we're having drownings on what we call the inland side of PCH and pools. And so we started off this summer with our Water Watcher program, which is a tag that people can wear. They're free. They can come get them from City Hall, from the fire department. And those tags are really something that we're asking people to wear when they're in charge of watching kids in the pool. Our whole goal was to do that at the beginning of summertime and then be able to celebrate right about now that we had no drownings, and we did it this year. And so it's something that we're really proud of as a fire department, and we're really proud of our community.
Another big initiative rolled out this year was called Tablet Command. How does that get your crews to the scene of an emergency faster?
Historically in the county, each department had their own set of GIS maps.
Yeah.
And so now we have all of the fire departments in the entire Orange County area on one common operating platform. And so it really gives them this new platform where they have the latest, greatest, most updated information on every response they get. And so it's a huge technology that we were really excited to launch within the last couple months.
Chief, you've also added EMS paramedics to 2 of the truck companies. How does that help?
So one of the ways that we are able to add increased capacity with ALS services with our paramedics, as we have an increasing call volume consistently every single year, we wanted to do that in a way that was efficient, and we wanted to do that in a way that where we were being fiscally responsible. And the easiest way for us to do that was to add paramedics to our truck companies, which historically didn't have paramedics on them. So by doing that, we were able to add 2 additional paramedic units to an already busy system, and we've seen huge results from those new companies.
Chief, you may recall one of the initiatives that I came and talked to you about before was pushing the 12 to 14-hour ambulances to 24 hours. Is that going to help?
So about a year ago, we put an ambulance down at Warner Fire Station to make sure that we were meeting those response goals with the ambulance. And now we're at a place where the data is showing us that we need a 24-hour ambulance at that Warner Fire Station at Warner and PCH for that side of town, for that community. And so next month, that side of the town, they're gonna actually have a 24-hour ambulance at that station.
Chief, as you well know, opioids has been a problem not only nationally, but right here in Huntington Beach. What has the fire department done to address this problem?
Yeah, so I think it's an issue across the United States and Huntington Beach for sure. And so one of the things we're really proud to launch is what we call Breathe Safe HB. And that's a program where we're using some funding that's coming into the city, not from the general fund. And our whole goal is to go out into the community and do awareness level training for opioid overdoses. But we're also going to have these bags, these Breathe Safe HB bags. And in those bags, we're gonna have Narcan and we're gonna have tourniquets. As we go out and we do the education piece, we're gonna be teaching people how to identify opioid overdoses, how to administer Narcan, and we're also going to be teaching classes that we call Stop the Bleed, where we teach people how to put on tourniquets if someone's bleeding, just so they can bridge that gap while we're responding.
Chief, you're not just responding to emergencies, you're preventing them. Thank you. Thank you for everything that you do for Huntington Beach.
Thanks.
Proud to call him my chief.
Hello again, everyone. My name is Mike Vigliota. I am your appointed elected city attorney. We have 3 different divisions in my office. A litigation division, which is focused on defending the city against all lawsuits that occur in Huntington Beach, from the smallest trip and fall all the way up to complicated excessive force cases. Second division is the advisory division, and the advisory division provides legal advice to all the different departments, from the Public Works Department to Community Services, Community Development, etc. And we also provide advice to all our elected and appointed officials. Our third division is our Community Prosecutor Division. The Community Prosecutor prosecutes crimes that take place in the city of Huntington Beach, and we focus on quality of life issues. The City Attorney's Office will work tirelessly to keep the Surf City community character intact.
Here in Huntington Beach, we try to take care of each other. We want to provide and make our community as strong as possible. And here, Chad Williams will try to explain how we provide people with support and try to build their dignity.
City Councilman Chad Williams here. Behind me is some of the folks from the Navigation Center, where they're getting some of the support that they need. And this really brings me back to my motivation to run for City Council, bringing my kids downtown to a pastime favorite place, north side of the pier, that amphitheater. I saw how there were so many people just strewn across the amphitheater, and the thought that came to mind is really, what has happened to Huntington Beach and how have we gotten to this place? I need to take a stand. If I want to make a difference, I want to see a difference in my city, it's time to get involved. And so that's what inspired my run for City Council. There was one gentleman that was in Los Angeles, and something had happened in the sober living home he was in. They'd kicked him out, and he literally wound up walking on foot, barefoot, all the way here to Huntington Beach. And this was somebody that wanted to get off the streets. And one of the things about Huntington Beach is that anyone that is willing to take our offer of help, they will get it from us. And so it was just a quick phone call to get online with some of our city services, and they showed up. Thankfully, one of the church members, it's actually one of our planning commissioners, Don McGee, I'll throw his name out there. The guy literally provided him, this gentleman, his shoes. He gave him his shoes, which is just amazing. It really shows the heart and soul of some of the city leadership that we have. And so this is just another way we could show them some compassion and dignity. And I'm so happy to be a part of this city and what we're doing here. Okay, so you guys have gotten to hear a couple of my personal stories, and what a difference has been made since those days. I'm standing here with Jessica Kelly, our Homeless Services Manager, to share a couple more insights and stats with you.
Our Homeless and Behavioral Health Division has housed over 200 people This is due to our city social workers. We have 3 full-time city social workers, as well as our navigation center, which has space for up to 164 people in our community who are experiencing homelessness. Of those people that we helped house were a mother and her 3 kids, as well as some veterans, and our fastest growing homeless population, seniors.
And so this is just a way for us to be able to show compassion and dignity towards these folks. This is so much more than just numbers to us. These are names, and these are people that were made in the image of God. And this is really the heart and soul of what Huntington Beach is all about, reaching out and helping out the needy.
I am Lisa Lane Barnes, your elected city clerk. I keep City Hall transparent, accountable, and responsive to the residents of Huntington Beach. In the city clerk's office, we prepare and publish city council agendas so every decision is made clear and accessible. We manage municipal elections to ensure procedures are understandable, impartial, and consistently applied. We protect and preserve Huntington Beach's official records, ordinances, resolutions, and historical documents so information is available to the residents. Through our Passport Acceptance Division, we assist thousands of Huntington Beach citizens and neighbors to prepare for international travel each year. Your record, your voice, your city.
The safety and prevention of any kind of danger is laid on the Marine Safety Division within the city. They do a great job.
Marine Safety uses state-of-the-art equipment and proven lifeguard strategies to protect the millions of visitors who come to our beaches every single year.
I'm here, I'm Don Kennedy, councilman, longtime beach advocate, been here my whole life, surfed here, recreated here. I'm here today with Marine Safety Division Chief Trevor McDonald. Trevor, how are you keeping everybody safe? We got 8.5, 9 miles of beach.
Yeah, thanks so much. The Marine Safety Division's working hard all year round to keep everybody safe. The visitors, our community, everybody, the special events, everything that's going on down here at Huntington Beach, the Marine Safety Division's going to be working hard to provide the service that's expected, whether it's a aquatic rescue, a medical aid, enforcement, you name it, the Marine Safety Division's going to be down here providing that service. This year, in 2025, we'd have over 125,000 calls for service. Wow. Of that, 85,000 of them were preventative actions. And that's where our team's going out in the water, we're contacting people, and we're having to move to safer areas. And this year, we had 4,400 rescues. And to put that in context is, if we were to fill up the entire football stadium at Huntington Beach High School, we're looking at about 4,400 people. So that's like successfully rescuing every single person at that stadium. And this year we had 0 drownings along our coastline.
I mean, that's absolutely incredible. Tell me about the dive team. I heard that's phenomenal.
Yeah, a couple points on our dive team is the underwater communication that our dive team can use to coordinate, to provide that service. Also the dry suits allowing us to dive in contaminated water. And then the last piece of equipment that we train on is the rapid diver unit. And that piece of equipment allows our divers to arrive on scene, put that equipment on, and be in the water within 2 minutes.
I mean, that's fantastic.
But right now, what we have set up is a simulated rescue.
Would not be possible without the full support of our city council.
As a city council, we're not just saying we're with you, we're in it with you.
Dang, Councilman Kennedy's a badass.
Now let me introduce Mayor Pro Tem Casey McKeon and the director of the Pacific Air Show to explain why world-class events call Huntington Beach home.
Our events are really what Huntington Beach is all about. Our Surf City Marathon had over 17,000 runners. Our U.S. Open of Surfing packed our beaches for 9 straight days. And over 300,000 people attended our Independence Day celebrations. Now, Kevin, as the man behind the air show, what's it like putting on an event like that?
Well, you know, born and raised in Huntington Beach, and I couldn't be prouder listening to you talk about the stats of all the amazing things that happen here. But for me personally, the air show, it's great because it's a time that I get to enjoy with my family, being down at the beach, enjoying the best of my community, and it just brings out patriots from all over the place. We get hundreds of thousands of people enjoying the magic of aviation. All of our military descends on Huntington Beach. I mean, what a magical place to host an event like an air show.
Absolutely. We also have like the Wadapalooza SoCal, the AVP Beach Volleyball Open, the Marathon. So there's always something going on in Huntington Beach that brings families and communities together.
It's true. I mean, we've got 8.5 miles of unobstructed beach with beautiful parking and accessibility. And then you've got this fantastic resort communities and resort hotels behind us. It's really like an infrastructure you don't find anywhere else along the coast.
And this year alone, the city actually issued 87 permits alone for events. Wango Tango, for the first time, come back on our beach, had over 15,000 guests and attendees, and that was headlined by Orange County's own Gwen Stefani.
Amazing stats, right? We get hundreds of thousands of visitors, millions of visitors coming to Huntington Beach. But for me, what it's all about, it's about our city staff. And I have to tell you, working in Huntington Beach is a first-class experience because of the investments that you continue to make in infrastructure and improving the things that we do, our online permitting system, and everybody is absolutely first class. And that's what keeps events coming back to Huntington Beach is the can-do attitude and the beautiful environment.
And we talk about that's what it's all about, right? Events that bring the community together, but also fill our hotels, fill our restaurants, and keep Huntington Beach thriving for years to come.
At the end of the day, this city runs on love of community, the drive for self-governance, and patriotism. From our beaches to our harbors to our communities, we've built something worth protecting. That's why we'll always fight to protect local control for those great people who call this city home. That's Huntington Beach.